Hello everyone and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. I am not doing any readathons in the month of February. I'm just really going to be enjoying the books that I picked on my TBR and just seeing how many of those I can get to. So I kind of wanted to vlog this week because I'm running out of like creative ideas for videos at the moment, and I wanted to like talk about the books that I'm reading with you as I'm reading them, because I tend to like sometimes forget what they're about by the time I'm doing my wrap up. So I'd rather just kind of vlog weekly, which we'll see how this works out. We'll see if I can keep up with it for the week. But as of right now, I am reading The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Now I started with this book this month because it's the biggest one on my TBR. So I was like, if I could crush like a couple hundred pages of this month, I'll be happy. But I feel like I might just read this the entire month. It's so good. I'm 200 pages in, which is like not even a dent. You can see. But I'm really enjoying this world so far. I'm not exactly sure what's happening or like where the story's going to go. I really am enjoying Shallon's character. I'm really enjoying Kaladin a lot. I really like what he stands for. I think he's a really amazing person so far. I don't know if that's going to change either, but he just seems like the perfect soldier. He's just like a Jon Snow, kind of, you know, all about his people, and he wants to save everybody and trying to do what's best for everybody kind of situation. But he kind of gets himself into some deep, dark shit and ends up where he didn't think he'd end up. So that's kind of where I'm at. There's some other characters that were introduced. I'm not exactly sure, like, I don't know, this is my first Brandon Sanderson, so give me some slack here, but the interludes, are those characters from his other books? Like, that's what I'm thinking, like, because this is like a whole world that he's created, the Cosmere universe, so I'm wondering if they're like characters from his other stories and how like everything will just kind of coincide with each other. I don't know. That's my theory right now, and I'm sure I'm wrong, but that's kind of cool. But I really love the drawings in here. The maps are really cool. It's just really interactive. I'm glad I bought the physical copy of the book instead of reading it on my Kindle, because I originally was going to do that. I was originally going to get it from my library and do it that way, but also I need more than 2 weeks to read this book, I think. But I'm glad I got it. This way I could flip back and forth to the pictures and the maps, and it's a really cool book to own, so I'm excited to own the rest of the series. I did, Book Depository, I did order the Mistborn, the first trilogy. I did order them because the covers on those books are amazing, and I want all of them. Like, I really love the covers, the UK covers, so I might just order more. I did order Elantris as well. So yeah, and somebody last night on Instagram, I think it was Aberbookish, she told me that before I read Oathbringer to read Warbreaker, because there's some spoilers in Oathbreaker for Warbreaker. So I don't know if any of you guys knew that or read it that way, but let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to know. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm reading right now. It is Monday, February 4th, and it is my day off. So I've been cleaning, I've been running errands, I had a couple doctor's appointments. It's a beautiful day on the East Coast compared to last week with the crazy snow and winds and ice and below zero temperatures. It's 63 degrees right now. I have my window open. It's sunny out. It's gorgeous. I took Sadie out. She loved it, except her allergies didn't. She's all red and scratched up, and pimples in their allergies. It's just like, it's so, some dogs have it worse than others. Sadie has to get allergy shots because hers are so bad. She's allergic to grass. Like, how sad is that? For a dog to be allergic to grass. She loves being outside. She loves it. but she can't really be outside for very long, and if she does, I have to throw her in the bath and get all the dirt and all that stuff off of her because she's allergic to it, and if I don't get it off, she'll just scratch until she like bleeds, basically. It really sucks. So, right, mama girl? Right, mommy's girl? She's like laying on my bed right now with her flamingo. I don't know if she's on my bed. Yeah, so the poor thing, I feel so bad for her. So I'm gonna throw her in the bath today also, and yeah, so I will check back in later if I read a little bit more. I'm still like in the beginning stages of the book. So like as of right now, I really only know Kaladin and Shallan, and I don't know if Shallan is going to be like a good character in the end of everything. I could see her being a little bit on the evil side, but we shall see what happens. I am being introduced now. I'm on part 2. I started it this morning. Davar, Denar, King Denar, I don't know. So I'm reading that chapter now, and I'll get back to it in a little bit, and I will check back in later and update you with a reading update. Bye. Hello, friends. I'm back with a reading update. It is still Monday, February 4th, and I'm a little pissed off right now, and I want to tell you why I'm pissed off, and let me know if anyone's had a problem with this before as well. But I pre-ordered King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo through Barnes & Noble way before the release date. Bought it with a gift card, so excited. I couldn't wait for the book to come, you know how that goes. And guess what didn't come? It's now February 4th, almost a week since release, and I still have not received the book. I've been tracking it all weekend. First it said it was being delivered on the 31st, but due to weather, it might be delayed. Okay, that's fine, I totally get that. Then it moved to February 2nd, which was Saturday. It was supposed to be delivered. Never got delivered Saturday. So then I track it Sunday to see where the hell this package is, and now it's completely disappeared. There's no estimated delivery day. It says that it's at my post office, but it's not at my post office. It still hasn't been delivered. Now it's Monday, so I call, and mind you, I was at Barnes & Noble earlier today, so I probably should have just bought the book, so that's why I'm really mad. So I call Barnes & Noble, and I'm like, hey, listen. Where is my pre-order? Like, what is the point of pre-ordering books if you don't get them on release day? Number 1. Number 2, where the heck is my book? At this point, there's no bare weather. It's 60 degrees here. Where is my book? So their answer is, well, we can refund you the money, which is fine. I'll take my money back. But I want my book. Like, I just want the book. And the reason why I pre-ordered it through Barnes & Noble was because it's an exclusive edition that I wanted. And I didn't get the book. I'm just so mad. I'm so disappointed in Barnes & Noble because the amount of money that I spend with them a year is a lot. Like, it's a lot. I'm a member. I pay $25 a year. It's just, it's a little, like, annoying, and maybe business isn't so great for them, but I contribute a lot of business to Barnes & Noble, and I'm sure most of us do, and that's why it's so frustrating, because I know if I pre-ordered it from Amazon, I would have had it the day that it came out, just like how I got The Severed Moon. That came out on the 29th, and I got it on the 29th. So it's just really frustrating how their pre-orders work, and I just don't recommend anyone pre-ordering books from them, because I know other people have had issues with pre-orders through Barnes & Noble as well. It's not just me. I was just really hoping that I could at least get it last week, by Friday at least. So now it's Monday and I don't have King of Scars, and all I want to do is read the book. Like, I need to know what it is. Like, I want to read it so bad. And it's frustrating me because now I'm trying to read Way of Kings. I actually picked up Foundryside, and it's pretty good so far. So I'm reading this now. I needed a break from Way of Kings, but I just want to read King of Scars. Like, nothing is fulfilling me right now. I want to read King of Scars. That was what I wanted to read this weekend. That was the plan, and it's not happening, and I'm so upset. So now I have to make a trip back to Barnes & Noble this week, sometime this week, because I'm working this week, and I need to get the book. I'm not ordering it online because who knows how long that's gonna take. They say 1 to 2 days. Bullshit. Sorry for my language, but it's bullshit because it wasn't 1 to 2 business days. And being a member, you're supposed to have, you know, expedited shipping, and that doesn't even happen. So honestly, I'm just mad. I'm just really mad right now. And I was there earlier today, and I picked up The Last Wish, the Witcher book, because I wanted to start that series eventually. I don't even really know why I bought it now, because I don't have time to read it now, but I should have just bought King of Scars when I saw it. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful book. And I'm just so mad that I don't have it right now. It's a dilemma. It's a true dilemma, and it hurts me a little bit. It really does. So yeah, anyway, so that is my update for now. I needed to rant a little bit about Barnes & Noble and their terrible customer service. And I'm a little upset that I just renewed my membership there, because I'm just gonna order books from Amazon from now on. I'm really not happy, and I hope authors start doing Amazon exclusive books, because Barnes & Noble, not for nothing, you pay full price for the book, which is fine because I love helping authors, but I think it's marked up too much. And yeah, so that's the end of my rant. I am going to get back to reading now. I'm going to continue reading Foundryside, and I hope I enjoy it. I feel like it's gonna be really good. It started off with like a really big like action sequence, kind of getting a feel for the main character. She seems pretty badass. She's a thief, pretty cool. So yeah. Alright, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hello everyone. It is second day of my planned reading vlog. It is February 5th, Tuesday. I just got home from work. I'm tired. I can't do these like late night shifts anymore. I feel like I'm getting too old. But anyway, I just want to update you on what I've read since last night. I've been reading, sorry I keep moving the camera, I gotta figure out a better way to vlog. Like maybe get a GoPro or something, because at least like a GoPro has like a handle I could hold. But anyway, I've been reading Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett, and it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's so much like wittier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be so much more of like a serious fantasy, like world building, crazy stuff. But it's a lot wittier. It's really cool. I want to say I'm like around chapter 10. I didn't get much reading done because I picked up King of Scars, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I've been really enjoying this. The main character, Sansia, she is a thief, and she steals something very important for someone, and they offered her a large sum of money, and with that money she figured she could just basically retire. So she pulls off this really big heist, and she steals this box from a safe, and she basically like sets a whole town on fire. It's crazy. It's really good. And this is the beginning of the book. I don't think it's really like too much of spoilers, but just so you can get like an idea of what the story is about. So she pulls off this heist pretty much all on her own. She has all these crazy devices that she can pick locks with. She can break into buildings with. She has no fear, basically. She, you know, was crawling in a sewer of rats. Like, she has no fear when there's money involved. She will do what she has to do to get the money that she needs. So she seals this box, and she goes back to her apartment, and she's like, ah, can't wait to be rich. Like, I'm gonna take a nap. And she tried to sleep, and she started like hearing something. So she opens up the box, and there's this talking key in there. And like, this talking key had kind of like, the voice that I get from this talking key is the candelabra thing from Beauty and the Beast. I forgot his name. But to me, he has like that accent, and I love it. I love it. But basically the book is about scribing, which like objects could get like scribed. So it's kind of hard to explain it. So like say like my phone. Let me adjust it in the background. So here's my phone. I could scribe this and it could do whatever it could be whatever I want it to be, basically, if I tell it to. So if I scribe my phone to be a person, then now my phone is now a person. So that's pretty much like the gist of it, but there's so much more that goes into it. But scribing is a very interesting way of magic in this world. I'm really enjoying that aspect as well. Also, Sansia, her brain is scribed as well. So, like, she could hear objects. She could hear the scribes. So this is what makes it easier for her to break into like things and pull off these heists, is because she can hear the object. So if she's opening up a safe, if she listens, she knows the combination, because it's basically like telling her the combination to the lock. So yeah. So that's pretty much what I got. It starts off with a bang. It starts off with a heist. Really cool. Kind of like Six of Crows, how like it starts off with a bang. Same thing with Foundryside, but it is a lot more adult. There is adult content. There's adult language. There is definitely more like gorier scenes. Doesn't hold back. But it's definitely wittier than I thought. So I'm really, really enjoying it, and I can't wait to continue reading this. I will probably continue reading this tonight, even though I want to read King of Scars. I actually got it. After all my ranting and raving last night, I woke up this morning and I went to Barnes & Noble and got myself a copy because I couldn't wait any longer for this book. I did start it today. I am on the third chapter, which is Nina's chapter. I'm enjoying it so far. I've heard a lot of mixed things about the book, and I'm trying not to listen to it or pay attention to anything that anybody's saying about the book, because this is a highly, highly anticipated book for me this year. And Leigh Bardugo is one of my favorite authors ever. So I'm just going to try to go into it blind and not pay attention to anybody's reviews on the book so far. I don't know how you guys read so fast. Like, how? How do you get anything done? I just want to know. But anyway, so Mel, from Mel to the Annie, who I love and adore so, so much. She's the sweetest human being on the planet. She reviewed it as a 3-star. So I was so disappointed, because her as well is a huge fan of the Grisha trilogy, and I was really like upset that she was let down by it. So I feel like I might end up having the same outcome as her, but I'm trying not to let that sway me and sway my thoughts. I'm just gonna put that out of my mind and just read it and get my own opinion on it, because sometimes like when you read other people's, sometimes when you read other people's opinions on books, it kind of sways your opinion, even though you don't want it to and you don't think it will. It's still like in the back of your mind, that person's opinion. So I'm going to try to put Mel's opinion out of my mind, but I did watch her January wrap up and I saw that, and yeah, so. And anyway, while I was there, since, you know, I have a book buying problem, I also picked up Feed by Mira Grant. And let me tell you why I picked up Feed. So I was on a walk this morning. I took my dog for a nice walk because it's been warm over here on the East Coast, and I was listening to the Books in the Freezer podcast, which is my favorite podcast to listen to. And I was listening to it, and they had a guest star on there, Dr. Death, or Doctor of the Dead, Aaron Blumberg. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of him, but I followed his channel and I've been listening to it because he reviews like all horror movies, and I just absolutely love that. I love podcasts, but Books in the Freezer is my favorite podcast. I love them on there. And they were talking about zombies, and I just like got in such a mood to read a zombie book. You know, I've read Walking Dead, the comic books. I've watched the TV show, which I'm kind of done with the TV show. I'm done with the story, but I was just like in the mood for a zombie book, and I heard this was pretty decent, and Shauna McGuire, Mira Grant, whatever her real name is, I really love her book, so I'm gonna check it out. And it's in this really cute like mass paperback, which I'm loving these new mass paperback books, by the way. Like, I don't mind buying them. They're actually really good quality. The spines don't really crack either when you're reading them, but I just like the size of them. Like, they're more of a rectangle than a square. You know what I'm talking about? But these mass paperbacks, I don't mind buying. I really don't, and it was 10 bucks, so I'm excited to read that when I get a chance. I don't know when I'm gonna read it, but I'm feeling in the mood for a zombie book. I'm in the mood for a lot of things, but I can't read fast enough. Can someone get me another brain? That would be nice. So, I have a lot of energy. I'm sorry if I was speaking really fast. I tend to do that when I'm like, I just want to get my thoughts out. I just speak really fast. I don't mean to sound all rambly and crazy. I want to talk. Even though I talk all day, I just want to keep talking. Yeah, so I am going to get out of my work clothes, take my makeup off, and lay in bed and read. Or I'm going to watch the new Halloween movie, since I didn't see it yet. And that's a terrible thing for me, because I am a huge fan of Halloween and Michael Myers and that whole deal. I love horror movies, in case you didn't know that. And I still haven't seen it yet, because I just haven't had the time, and I've been just reading basically in my free time. But Justin is away on a business trip until Friday, and he hates horror movies. That's another reason why I haven't watched it yet, because he is nothing like me. Like, I like the dark, disgusting, gritty, gory, bring on the gore type movies, like dark, twisted, and he's like, he loves Bruce Almighty. So we're like so different in that department. And I made him watch like Halloween 100 times, and he's just so over it. So maybe tonight will be a good opportunity so I can catch up with that and watch that. And yeah, so on that note, it's been a while. I've been talking for a long time. This vlog is going to be really long, I guess. So yeah, so I will check back in tomorrow, because I don't think I'm going to pick this camera back up after this. So I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye. Hello everyone. It is, I guess, day 4 of my weekly reading vlog. It is February 7th. It is Thursday. I just got home from work. I'm in my bed because that's where I go right after work. I'm actually gonna go to the gym for a little bit with my sister, trying to get back into my fitness routine, because I fell off the wagon so bad. I used to be so good about going to the gym at least 6 times a week, but I literally went from 6 times a week to like nothing, and I just feel like crap. So, trying to get back into that, lose some weight, get back to my normal routine, feel like a human being again. I'm finally feeling better. This last like month has been rough. I've been sick with like a whole bunch of things, viruses and cold. Oh, it just sucks. But I'm feeling better, so I'm gonna go to the gym. I just wanted to update you on my reading, which I've been reading a lot of books. I started reading The Witch's Kind by Louisa Morgan, because I want to finish that before its publication date, which is like March 16th or something around there. So I want to really read that, and I've been reading King of Scars, which I am loving it. Really loving it. I'm just loving like all the characters and how it's basically like a sum up of the Grisha trilogy, Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom. It's like all those characters are back, except for, you know, a couple of characters. If you haven't read the series, you know, you don't know. But if you have read the series, you know which ones are not around. So it's really, really good. I am enjoying Nina's story. I'm enjoying Zoya's story. And not so much Nikolai. Like, I'm enjoying Nikolai, but like, I'm only halfway through the book, but I'm just not enjoying him as much as I enjoyed him in the Grisha trilogy. I felt like he was much wittier and funnier then, but he did have something tragic happen to him, so maybe that's why. But he still has some like, sorry, I'm fidgeting, I'm trying to get comfortable. So like, he still has his like wittiness, but it's not as like prevalent. So yeah, so that's my thoughts, but I'm really, really loving having Nina in this story. She's one of my favorite characters that Leigh Bardugo's ever written, and I'm just loving being back in this world. So I cannot wait to come home from the gym and continue reading that today. I am still reading Foundryside, which I'm really enjoying. I wish I could read 2 books at once, all at the same time, but that's not feasible. But I was reading that a little bit today on my break at work, and I'm enjoying that. And I put Way of Kings on hold for now. I'm debating, and I did put this on Twitter, so if any of you guys saw it, I'm debating on putting it on hold and starting all of Sanderson's books from publication order. I'm not sure though, because I did start Way of Kings and I'm on part 2, so I'm not that I'm like halfway through, but I'm pretty densely in the book, and I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'm reading his books properly. So I did order Elantris and the Mistborn trilogy, the first trilogy, from Book Depository, and I'm hoping that it comes in the mail very soon, because I would like to start with Elantris first. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I want to get King of Scars done, and I want to get Foundryside done maybe this week. I don't know, it's Thursday already. I have no books finished this month. This is really like sad, but I'm reading really big books. Like King of Scars is over 500 pages. Foundryside is over 500 pages. So those two alone, that's over 1,000 pages. That's a lot of pages to read in a week. And then I'm reading The Witch's Kind. And I also have The Shining to reread for the Constantly Reading Book Club. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I didn't feel this way until I started filming, and now that I'm like talking about it, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. And reading should not make you feel overwhelmed. But anyway, if I have a poor reading month, I'm not really looking at how many books that I'm going to read this month. It's more about the quality of books that I'm reading this month, because I did not love everything that I read last month, and I want to just be absorbed in a world. And I don't even care if it's one book I finish. I just want to finish something. So we'll see what happens. But tonight I will be reading King of Scars and hopefully getting a whole big chunk of that done so I can feel more accomplished. And so yeah, so that's it for my reading update at the moment. And I will check back in with you guys later. Bye. Hello everyone. It is, what day is it? Day 5 of my reading vlog for this week? Or like day 6? I don't really know. But it is February 8th, and I have tried all week to read it at least, to finish like one book at least, but I still have not finished anything. But this beautiful book has been consuming my life, and I feel like it's just taking me a really long time to read. I think because I just want to absorb everything. I'm finding myself taking like a couple minutes to read, you know, 2 pages. Usually I'll like speed read sometimes, but like this book I'm really not doing that. I'm actually absorbing the whole story, and I am loving King of Scars. And I haven't got to the ending yet, but I'm definitely more than halfway through. I'm past part 2 of the book, and so far I have to disagree with a lot of people's negative reviews of this book because, well, number one, it's the first in a duology. Number two, it's been some time since these two worlds that are being combined right now were read. And, you know, it's kind of like Leigh Bardugo brought these two worlds of Six of Crows and the Greaser trilogy together, and by combining these characters into Nikolai's story, and it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. Nikolai's character has definitely like gotten better since the beginning of the book. I wasn't really feeling his character, but now I'm really enjoying him and the choices that he makes, and everything that's happening is just, it's beyond my expectations for what this book was going to be about. Now, I'm not done with it yet, but so far it is a 5-star for me. And I just think me and Leigh Bardugo's writing just click. I just really enjoy her writing, and I love everything that she puts out. So, I cannot wait to finish this. I do have to go to work in a little while, so I really can't read today. But I did finish like 150 pages last night. But it was crazy because I started reading at like 7:30 and I stopped reading at like 11 o'clock and I only had 150 pages done. I was like, what? Why is this taking me so long to read? But, you know, I could be feeling a little slumpish, a little slump coming on after this book. I read a lot of books last month, and even at the end of 2018, I was just really jamming in the books, and I think my eyes are just getting tired, so it might be time to download some audiobooks, which I actually did. I downloaded the audiobook for Foundryside because I really am enjoying that book. It's really thick book, and I want to read it this month. So on my way to work or at the gym, I've been just trying to listen to Foundryside, and that is actually a very good audiobook. So if you are looking to download the audiobook of Foundryside, I definitely recommend it. The narrator is excellent and like switches up the voices, and I really am enjoying it. So sometimes I don't absorb audiobooks. Like, I'll listen to them, but I couldn't tell you what the story is about. Hold on, let me fix my lighting. I feel like I look weird. Ooh, that is bright sun. Whew. There we go, that's better. So, yeah, so I'm really enjoying Foundryside. I'm still going to continue to read Way of Kings, I think, because I'm just like, I'm in it. I gotta just keep going. And it's enjoyable. It's really enjoyable. And I put on Twitter, you know, like if people feel that I should read Elantris first. But I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to read it the way I want to read it. Because you can read his books out of publication order. Besides, like, trilogies, like, series. Like, I shouldn't read Oathbringer before. What the fuck is the other book? Words of Radiance. So I want to do a little bit of an unboxing for you guys. I ordered a couple of books from Book Depository, and I completely forgot about them because Book Depository takes forever. And I also got my Book of the Month book, so I just want to unbox it for you. Instead of doing like a separate book haul video, might as well just show you on my vlog. First package. Let's see what this one is. Oh, I'm dropping everything. My room is a disaster zone. I don't know what happens, but it's a mess. Everything is just everywhere, and I hate messes. Alright, so the first one. Oh, this bookmark is so cute. Look at this cute, adorable bookmark that came. I love that. So cute. First one is not the first one in the series, but I have the UK edition of The Hero of Ages. These editions are amazing of these books by Brandon Sanderson. I want all of them. I'm definitely collecting them because they just look so beautiful, and I think they're gonna look amazing on my shelves. So that's that. Let's see what the next one is. It's another chunker, and that is, which one is this? Oh, see, there's just there's shit everywhere. Another adorable bookmark. And this is The Well of Ascension. Yay, where's the first book? Where's the Final Empire? So this is book 2 in the Mistborn trilogy. And again, these covers are beautiful. Yeah, I don't know who these characters are yet, but I will find out. I am on a Brandon Sanderson binge, I guess, because, yeah, that's it. And then the next one, which I think I know what this one is, which I'm kind of upset that I don't have the first one, but whatever. It'll be here soon, I'm sure. Let's see. That's the thing with, like, ordering, like, multiple books from Book Depository. They come in separate shipments sometimes because they come from, like, different places. So it kind of gets annoying, but... Oh, yes. So this, I'm a little late to the game for getting this one, but this is the Six of Crows Collector's Edition hardback. It is gorgeous. Wow. And it has the red pages. Wow, this is really nice. Okay, I almost feel like I should get rid of my original, but it has the black pages, so I don't want to get rid of that. But this is really beautiful. I can't wait to read this. Oh, and the red map on the inside. Wow. There's some collector's things in here, I guess. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it smells so good. Does anyone else like smell their books when they get them? Because I love smelling new books. They need to put that in a perfume, and I want to wear it like every day. So that's it for Book Depository as of right now. I'm hoping the Final Empire comes soon because I feel like these books are lonely without the first book. Like, how can I have 2 and 3 and not Final Empire? Whatever. And then my book of the month. Yay. Need something to open this with. I use a pen because I'm afraid of cutting my finger. Let's see. Oh, yes. Just in time. Get it open. All right. Just in time for Black History Month, On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I absolutely loved The Hate You Give. That book was so inspirational and so heartbreaking, and I really loved Angie Thomas's writing. I think I finished that book within like a 24-hour, 48-hour time period. I just really loved it. I couldn't put it down. So I'm really excited for this next book. I know this is about a girl who like is striving to be a rapper or something like that, and she says something like inappropriate and people start hating her, and it's just her like trying to rise up from that and redeem herself basically. So I'm really excited to read this. I think I'm gonna read it soon, and it's a pretty big one as well. So I have a ridiculous amount of Book of the Month books just piling up unread. So if anybody wants to do in the near future, it doesn't have to be like right now or next month, but maybe like sometime in April or May, if there's not a lot of readathons going on, maybe we could all come together and do like a Book of the Month readathon and get some of those Book of the Month books that we have laying around read, because I just have so many and I kind of want to like read them and get rid of them because hardbacks really do take up so much space, and I prefer paperbacks. Unlike most people, I would just prefer paperbacks unless it's like a collector's edition of a book like The Six of Crows, which I love because there's no dust jacket on it. It's just really, really cool. But yeah, so I want to get a lot of my Book of the Month books read and then donated. So let me know if you're interested. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I have to get ready for work, so I will check back in later and let you know if I've read anything else, which I probably won't from that time, but I will check back in later on tonight and maybe wrap up the vlog. But as of right now, I will talk to all of you guys later. Bye! Hello everyone, it is the final day of this reading vlog and I just wanted to check in with you. It is Sunday, February 10th, and I have finally finished a book, and it is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. This book was really good. It was better than I expected it to be. The improvement in Leigh Bardugo's writing is just beyond. Like, from Shadow and Bone to this, like, her writing has grown so much. Sadie. And I just really enjoyed the story. There were some issues that I had with the book, and when I first went into it, I didn't realize it was going to be a duology, and then I started reading things online and I'm like, oh my god, like, there's going to be another book to this. So I'm really excited for the second book. I almost wish I didn't read the first one so quickly, but I enjoyed it. It was great. I love Nikolai. One character's growth that I absolutely loved, and this is a character from the Six of Crows duology, is Nina. Her character is just amazing, and I felt reading this that the story was based solely on Zoya and Nina, and Nikolai surrounding that. And that might be like slight spoilers for the Grisha trilogy and the Six of Crows duology, so I'm sorry about that. I'm not going to give away any major plot points of this book because it will spoil a lot for the other series if you have not read them yet. I highly suggest, if you have not got into the Grisha series, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a huge fan of the world, but if you want to get into the series, I highly recommend it. It is an excellent series. You know, kind of like most authors whose first books aren't the greatest, but you know, it sets off this world that is just so amazing. I love this book. I gave it a 4-star because I did have some issues with certain things in the book, which I will not say here because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that's going to be reading this or hasn't finished it yet, because I hate spoilers. I hate when people spoil things for people. So but it is a 4-star book. It's not the best book that I read. I still really enjoyed Six of Crows way better than King of Scars, but it was still a great book, and I can't wait for the second one to come out. I really am excited to see what Leigh does with this world, and if she continues to write in this world. I think it would be a smart thing for her to do, is to continue writing in this world, because it is so big and broad, and I just love the magic system. And now that I have read 6 books from her, I am like a pro at the world, and I totally understand like the magic system to its fullest extent. I'm a total fangirl for the Grishaverse, so if you have, like I said before, if you have not picked it up, I totally recommend it. So it is Sunday, it is my day off, and I'm going to run some errands. I'm going to do some things. I have a Sweet 16 next weekend, and I don't have an outfit for it. Like, I do, but I don't know if I love it, so I might have to go look for something to wear for that. And yeah, so I'm going to go run some errands today, and I'll probably read a little bit later on. I want to pick up Foundryside again and get back into that world because I'm really enjoying Foundryside. I think it's an excellent book so far. I want to say I'm 30% done with it. And the magic system is really interesting in there. It's something like I've never read before, so I'm curious to see how the story plays out. It is an adult fantasy, so it's definitely a little bit more of a broader magic system, and also a broader world with adult subjects. So it's definitely a tome. It's pretty big, so I feel like this month is going to be a month of tomes for me. So I don't think I'm going to be reading many books, but I'm definitely reading high quality books and a lot of pages. So yeah, and I would really like to get into The Cruel Prince. I started listening to it on audiobook, and I'm kind of a little lost. I'm not really enjoying the audiobook, so I'll probably pick up the book at some point. But yeah, so that is the end of this week's reading vlog. I only got one book done, but I feel really accomplished. It's over a 500-page book, and I really enjoyed it, and it was in a world that I love. So yeah, so I will check back in. I will probably do another reading vlog this week and keep up and have you guys keep up with what I'm reading this month. And yeah, so that is it. That is all I have for you for this vlog, and I will be talking to you guys soon. Bye.